and click on the bell.
I'm repeating my statement again. International Gospel Church, any fellowship, International Gospel Church, a solid way. Here, Okofa, a solid way by. Here, what a solid. I was starting with Kumasi, no the bar Accra, no the bear Tema, no the baby branches. I could monitor one is word doing and you never abolition in arm. The Bishina is in the nation say, honor or the heaven. The vision is in the nation. Now, Oti Asoran say, Onipabia ono so de ne ho ba bewura asori no onfansi na ni so se ono so obekọ heaven. Enti wontimi nwura International Gospel Church asori nim se ye Tema branch ha, se ye Accra branch, se ye Kumasi, se ye branches ni wontimi nka se me be ya asori ba me ne mo ba be so Bam Paibo Waha, Abra heaven again any wutrim. Na Wamayati Asia say Onipa bi obewura na asole da mu bia no a obepesika awo aware ayaresa visa promotion contract obi akoma so bisa de bia ode ba asole ni ma bepe bia no so for panyin no ɔte asole na me ate asese ipa kro no ma heaven no ensi na ni so first na o ma na bisa de na ɔhwehwɛ no enye second. Enti wontimi nwura asole nim Semi be International Gospel Church asole ba ana fellowship ba ana me be bompaye wa ha de bi amba be bompaye wa na wa bisade na ye sika na yawo na aware na yalesa no abeye first problem a eda wa koma so na heaven na wo pe bi akono so abeye secondary your tea asole na me ya aware say heaven na ye mfansi ani so first na ye bisade na ye pena sade so nye second. So for Penino, you find Angel Daniel Obinim. Tibonsema Angel Obinim. Shagbe. When are you ready to say heaven, Obekobi?
Who is ready to go to heaven?
Are you ready to go to heaven?
Yes, we are ready.
Clap for yourself.
This church you have been attending, it is not a fellowship, it is a church. That is why the name of the church is International Gospel Church. The general overseer, the founder, the one who founded the church, the one who brought the church into existence, his foundation, his motive, his aim of founding the church is one: to go to heaven. The church started in Kumasi, then several branches came up: Tema, Accra, Obinim, Swedru, Takoradi, Akosombo, outside the country, Europe and other places. The general overseer's ultimate aim and first priority of founding this church is to go to heaven. So today, the name of the founder is Angel Daniel Obinim. The moment the first priority of the founder of the church is to go to heaven, then every Tom, Dick and Harry who also enters the church, you have had desires which may be money, which may be childbearing, which may be marriage, which may be healing, promotion and etc. The moment you enter the church, because the first priority of the founder is to go to heaven, you should also substitute the first priority of the general overseer to become your first priority. You that you have entered the church, your first priority has to be to go to heaven before other hard desires will follow. Because your leader, his first priority is heaven. You, the follower, your first priority has to be heaven. This is the issue at hand.
Software ordinary sorry esi heaven so first no ayana seven penifo nim ti na matwo seb ayana sa asofo no ompese nkwase asem ebekoso wo na asole dem.
A man of God who has laid his foundation upon heaven. It is upon heaven as a foundation he laid his blocks. This man of God, excuse my language, he doesn't want some stupid and foolish, filthy things to go on in his church.
Enti wuntimi mfa sebi atade basabasa bia obetima hye no ba bia emma asole ni inside Obinim asole ni.
Based on this, you can't put on any unscrupulous attire, any attire which is not worthy of wearing to church, into Angel Obinim's church.
Enya atade bia na wose wo hyeba asole no dabi atade abehya ma sebi ohu agugu ama obi kon adon ama na dwaman asore de emwa enti hye ne so.
It's not every outfit, every dress or attire that you can put on to come to church. You can't put on any attire or dress that will bring your private parts out for people to see. You can't put on any attire that will let people see your nakedness to aid them in fornication. You can't do that.
Unim kasa wakasa nye uni obia unim kasa na kasa nya wani nji wa asole ni muda debi abenya ntokwa debi abenya asem saa ebi se yempesa de.
If you are somebody who doesn't know how to communicate and talk to people, every word that comes from your buccal cavity, your mouth, is either an arrogant word, a filthy word, an insulting word. No. If you are that kind, you may never feel happy in this church, because that is not our hallmark.
We obia wabra bonye usubanye ye mabone bone nko na we ya we obia wote saa enhyira na e wo se won saka wo asole nim no unya bida we ehia me pa I was saying repeat it.
Repeat it, Angel.
I say masem here. We obia wabra bonye. Tinam say beka na hyase ne say asman beka no e ha wa fa cheme e ye oden so a enhyira mra wo so. We obia wabra bonye because obi abra bonya onya akola afi ne ye be kire wabra abo se we obi a wabra bonye we obi a wabra bonye wabra bo a wo bobo ne nya enhyira na wo obinim na asole dem no unya bi nida enti me ye sorry mo amaba asori ni mu ache na wabrabo nye na wo nhira ntumi ma no makanda dada achiro ba wamfa enne na mesa de ponche wo asori we nya asori a we ya shawoni we ya lesbian we ya gay we ya homosexual we obi otimi no mo nsa na wabo na wi o shibi asori we nya asori a wo bosa abrabobɔ ne na onsa beka je wo peda dabi enya ha dabi enya ha dabi me paucho eno de ye mesrew me paucho enya ha hohoma eye adwuma wo international gospel church enjile Obinim asoro no eye hohoma eye konkono holy enti sawuni asori bi wo Ghana ha ana wiase babia na sa asori de ubo ashawo we ye memasem we ye masem wonum nsa obo na wo hiri na wo gba dwaman na wo fa we na wo fa bema we wo fa ba we na fa wo ba we na wo ye wo lesbian no na wo ye gay homosexual na wo ye se woni masole bi a wo bo sa abrabobɔ ni we nyina na still on be wo busa dia ma wa me pa wo chai asole ntem ne ko na wa meka nkyerɛ me sɛ waba asɔre ni mu akyɛ wabusadeɛ mbae na ahyɛseɛ no so manka anyɛ dɛ
ankyerɛw
ɛnɛ maka kyerɛw asɔre wei ɛyɛ asɔre a wobɔ abrabɔ na anya wobɛtena mu for so many years deɛ wopɛ no ɛmma da sɛ wabrabɔ yɛ deɛ ɛna mabia wo nsura deɛ ma wogyiri deɛ sɔre na ka sɛ receive my blessings
I started by telling you that what I'm about to say, with all due respect, if it hurts you, forgive me. If you are also pleased with it, may the blessings of the Lord come upon you. What I'm about to tell you now, I have told you some time ago, but today I am punching you with it again. And I repeat, I am punching you with it again. And I repeat, I am punching you with it again. International Gospel Church, founded by Angel Obinim. One of the hallmark of this church is that if you are in this church and your life, the kind of behaviors you portray are not worthy of emulation, I want to tell you emphatically and categorically that you may never enjoy any blessing in this church. Anybody who is full of fornicative acts, prostitution, lesbianism, gayism, drinking of alcohol, smoking of weed, cigarette, sniffing of cocaine, gossiping, all other things that are sinful acts, all other immoralities. If you are in this church and you are involved, you may never receive any blessing in this church, because the spirit that works in this church is holy, 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 and clean. So anybody who is also doing anything contrary to holiness, you may not receive any blessing in this church. So anybody who has attended this church for a very long time, you see yourself that you are into all these immoralities, you are into all these unscrupulous behaviors, you are into all these filthy acts and lifestyle, and your blessing hasn't come. Don't blame anybody, blame yourself, because I have already told you that the spirit that works in this church, it doesn't like all these things. So if you have not stopped and your blessing hasn't come, blame yourself. But I want to tell you that anybody who will be doing none of these things, may the blessings of the Lord come upon you. If you accept it and if you receive it, stand up on your feet and say, I receive receive my blessings.
Enutina ebi mu babrabo a enya memmo mo kwan e wodayem me ha wo mo wodayem se jai de wo ye no me disturb wo mo wodayem no.
That is why some people are living some lives which are not worthy of emulation. I have been tormenting, disturbing them in their dreams that stop. I am not giving them the chance or the inch. I am always on them. Stop.
Odayem a personal encounter, a personal relationship. And one of me timi udi nkomo a obi antibi. Na afa mi tufu se jai wodayem wa obi ani ho binu mienu nko na me ba wo nche na nko na hu ye. Wani so to no wan kan kire obi a ehu. Eti maba kokuom, maba secretly dayem abeka to se jablabo we na asore na wo mu no yempe. Esa nhira na wo mu nya. Na wani so to na still a wo so ya. And then me say, why you ready say menka de wo ye na enye no wa sole dem. Em say na pese menka no wa sole dem. No wani mu ase. Asole we ya sole ya. Hohoma eye mu adwuma ne konkono. Konkono. Tuti me fa tade bia basa bia ma ha. Wotimi fa ntokwa kontokwa twinkan ye ntokwa ne ma. Wotimi fa konkonsin kafo konkonsa no wotimi fa ma ha. Atro wotimi fa atro asha uma. According to John chapter 8:44 downwards said, atrofo nyina ja ne bonsam no. Wotimi fa atro ne metna obinim asole dem all the branches na matete no abufuo homa atimu a wode enche na abuofu na wobodua na wofre nsuo na afre bosom na afre wei na abodua no dua bo wo timu a asole no wani nyi wom we obi apenduro sukọ we obi apenduro sukọ asole wei wani nje yente wani nyi kese wabusade na opene emma ide bia rebe wo se waba asole na chede wo pene emma ise honhoma eye mu adwuma no eye konkono we obia wodi ayaka honhoma shoma wani nyi wa asole mde bia be kontokwa na koye lesbian ni gay ni homosexual ni masturbation mo ne sa alcoholic na wo bo na wo num wi na wa wo betina asore mu awunya de ope na gese ofufafa baabi na baabi fo ne boa wo na ha de wo betina mu a me na me ye angel na me papa Jesus na ye nwake ma wo eti asole we ye botaye nyina ye de bedi Yesu achi nyina ne se ye be heaven according to Matthew chapter 6 33-34 was ye hwehwe wo so ahenie any train ne kane ansa na ye busadi aka wasase so no wo de aka ye ho me repeat assembly so many weeks, months, years ebia no ni ha ti ene me ka kire won so o se bia ba so no mo nche eti se wudi ma so bi wo Ghana ni wiase ha na ntade basa ko ho na sofo ne nka asawofu okoho brabonifu okoho wana o ma brabo nye ekoho a suban bonne lesbian gay for homosexual nyama bonifi ne ekoho a na sofo ne nka ebia no no asofo na ngasa kwa wo ye bi eti na wonka ba mi obi ni ma mejira he menye bi ni menye bi ja wasa be kan no kura kirawo anya sa wonje e wa asore nim eni je be ni woni nje wo be ka se ma ba asore nim wa che 1 year about 2 years aba me nkwa mebusa de na nyedai
emma
eno ne woni je na engine no be ka so busa de emma The same person when it check. Now worry I flow when you be awo when you be sika when you be abrochena yalesani nshira when you be yesu mu nshira papa ewe wie ye papa enye ubenya nshira bone na wie yakoye wie ye bone anaso beka se umenya nshira papa ntino na wie yakoye wie bone ne dia da bi edam wode yenya de papa ye wie ye sai ye wie ye papa. Me ba se me be kae o mini uni ntokwa mini uni asem nemu me ba se me be ka kire wo se asole na wani je ho no a wo se asole de me konto se me ne mbe so metinem me ba mpa bo ha me ba Sunday asole e wo ha Obinim no be so kwasi ada asole o e benado o ya wada o hwan hwan o e bia wo Tema branch Accra Kumasi me branches mu nyina ba bia wani ji se wo be som dia. Then ye, what they are saying with him say, I saw on your beach in the heaven. Ye tossing you, and they say ye beside ye. A guy come as soon as Radibaya. The Munyas were beside the neighbor by your face. Na heaven, na your second wabrabum, wakumem. My heaven, no any your face, say up a heaven apple. Answer will be beside your second. Thank you.
Is the reason why initially I said that anybody who is in this church and you are not living a good life, a moral life, and your heart desires are not coming, and you see there are other churches in which they are doing all sorts of immoralities, you can stop, leave the church and go.
Repeat.
I repeat. Let the person go. That is why I said it that if you are in this church, because the spirit that is working in this church is very clean and holy, which doesn't like any immoralities, gayism, lesbianism, bringing any unscrupulous attire to church, fornication and those things. If you are into these things and your heart desire are not coming, and for that matter, you want to leave, go to any other church in which the leading pastor is even doing all these immoralities, and for that matter, all the church members full of prostitutes, full of gays, full of lesbians, full of those who are drinking, smoking and these things, and you want to go, the door is opened. Go there. I don't care, because this church, our foundation is heaven, and the spirit that works in this church is full of holiness. I have been visiting a lot of people in the dream, telling them one after the other that this kind of lifestyle you are going through, I dislike it, I detest, so stop. I will come Nicodemously, one-on-one, personal prophecy, without allowing anybody to see or hear. If I come to you in your dream, warn you several times, and you refuse to be warned, then you want to tell me that I should meet you in church, any of the branches, and disgrace you in public, because I've already told you Nicodemously, one-on-one, but you didn't pay heed to the advice, so you want me to disgrace you in public. This church is not a church you can bring any attire and show your nakedness to some people. This it's not a church that you can be drinking anyhow and come.
Makasa menachua facheme na seye wo dedia bonsam hye.
If what I said hurts you, forgive me. But if what I said also pleases you, then clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. The spirit that is working in this church is full of cleanness and holiness. So if I, the general overseer, I am not going through all these immoralities, this lifestyle, fornication, drinking, smoking, sniffing, bad behaviors, I don't expect any of my followers, my fans, my children to also do the same thing, because I, the general overseer, I am living a holy life, a behavior that the Lord pleases, because the spirit that works in this church is full of holiness and cleanness. I don't expect any of my followers, my members, my fans, my children to live another life contrary in the opposite direction. I am living a holy and clean life. Any of my children should also live a holy and a clean life. So if you know of a church where the head pastor is full of fornication, drinking, sniffing cocaine, smoking of weed, alcohol, fornication, taking women here and there, then the church members are also doing it. Not in my church. Not in my church. I don't know the spirit that is working in that church. I don't know. But my church, the spirit that is working is full of holiness and cleanness. So I, Angelo Obinim, I am the general overseer. If I am not doing anything contrary to that, I don't expect anybody to do that, because our foundation was laid on heaven. As it is found in Matthew chapter 6 verse 33, 34, that was coming that seek ye the kingdom of God first, and all other things shall be added unto you. So anybody who enter this church, your first priority has to be heaven. Then your heart desires, money, child, marriage, healing, promotion, contract, and other things should follow subsequently. It should be the second priority, but our ultimate aim should be heaven, heaven, heaven before other things. So if you have forgotten, I am reminding you that Angelo Obinim, our church, Angelo Obinim's church, our foundation is heaven before another thing may come.
Why ne muda homano? Why ne muda homano?
Whom is this message clear to? If it is clear to you, clap your hands. My faith and my belief tells me that Jesus Christ will come back again.
I surely be one believe the second coming of Jesus Christ. I surely believe.
There are some churches that doesn't believe in the second coming of Jesus Christ. They don't believe it at all. There are some churches that doesn't believe that Jesus Christ will come back again. There are some men of God who doesn't believe that Jesus Christ will come back again. I, Angelo Obinim, I believe that Jesus Christ will come back for the second time.
Why they believe with the second coming of Jesus Christ?
Who believes the second coming of Jesus Christ?
Who believe?
Do you believe in that?